Good morning. Boy, it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Look at this. It's a full moon. Guess that means I'm crazy. I'm out and about. Today's sermon's going to be based on regret. Something that we all go through. There's all kinds of regrets. There's regrets like what I'm going through right now. I just want to create a website to display my sermon. Well, last night I went to buy it, and it was twice the price it was the night before, because the night before it was 50% off. And the night before it would have costed about $170. Being married to my wife, and she's the one that pays the bills, really, maybe I ought to consult with her before I buy stuff. She was asleep. Well, I'll just wait till tomorrow and ask her, make sure it's all right. I guess that 50% was for the night before last, because the website is now going to cost like $400. It's a regret, but that's not the only regret that I've suffered through my life. And that's not the only regret we all suffer throughout our days. The biggest regrets I've always felt are father's regret. Father's regret, mothers don't understand. It's kind of hard for me to speak on what a mother feels like. I'm not really a mother. The father regret, the feeling that we have to supply everything, take care of everybody. We have to be these warriors with these abilities to fix and control everything. Determination to be the best. You know, we don't have to be perfect. If everybody had worth and value, which currently we don't, it's called homelessness. As long as there's homelessness, there's people without worth. There's people without value. It's not right. And there's nobody that can create something for this homelessness, these people that have been cast astray. The real regret comes in not helping out. The real regret is not being there for the fellow people that you share this world with. My biggest regrets in life are some of the things I've done to my kids when I was younger, when I was a first-time father. My oldest son, he has so much resentment to me. He's 19 now, so it's been a long run. I love that kid. I got with his mom when he was 10 months old. It was a MySpace. Something about real man eat pussy or something, and I was like, hell yeah. Anyway, we'll stay off that subject. When I first started out being a father, the regrets that I have is not knowing any better. Always holding myself at a higher standard than I could possibly live, because, you know, it takes a village to raise a child. Men are very aggressive, be very mean when we don't get what we want. We're very strong, very powerful. I'm not talking like I'm Incredible Hulk or nothing, but the aggression, the testosterone, you know, that's different than estrogen. Estrogen makes you compassionate, which I guess I have quite a bit of compassion because I cry at the really sad movies. It's a whole different thing. The men are raised to defend and protect, while women are raised to nurture and care. Don't let the regret turn into depression. And that we are all people. We all have regrets. We all missed out on opportunities one time or another. We all have said and did things that you can't really take back. A lot of people say, oh, well, just apologize. Once you say something to somebody, a lot of the times if it's said out of spite or out of rage, anger, depression, you can't take that back. Once you say something to somebody, them scars are there. They will always remember that. I am a firm believer that you forgive, don't forget. Because, You know, me being such an asshole when my kids were younger, my oldest son, I have a lot of faith that that boy can take care of himself. Matter of fact, he's out doing it. My next two sons, well, especially my 17-year-old, I'm a little concerned about that one. But they just don't really seem as motivated to do whatever they got to do, you know. So that harder treatment that I gave Jackson when he was younger made him the man he is today. That's not all that made him who he is today. There's a lot of things that come into play. But if you sit there and regret and beat yourself up for every little thing you've done to somebody, for that lesson in life that you have given people, that they have learned from and matured from, sometimes you deserve to regret murder and hate, racism. You should regret that. Just try to treat people how you want to be treated. Understand that we all make mistakes. And don't beat yourself up for it. Move on. Do better. That's all we really can do in today's world. I have forgiven myself for the way I was. I didn't know no better. I hope one day he understands that too. I learned that when I had to forgive my father. When I first met my dad, he told me that my first words was hurts. He actually killed my sister. There's a lot of different speculation, but he was very abusive, did drugs and shit. Kind of like how I smoke a lot of weed. And he was in prison for a very, very long time. He got out. He was supposedly a changed man. And I got this tattoo. Coexist. Notice how those are all different religions? That's one of my core beliefs. Don't matter your religion, race, or sex. Just coexist. And he didn't even know that I got that tattoo, but he had the same picture on his Facebook talking about, you know, that racist bullshit that they all have about how can you coexist, blah, blah, blah. And I got offended because I thought he'd seen my tattoo. I had a grudge for him. I told him that I would never let him see my kids or have anything to do with my kids again. He was coming to see him and let his new wife meet him a long time ago. And we got in that big fight. And I told him, you know what? I don't want to ever talk to you again because you have no right to judge me for what I do. Quite a while after that, you know, they were trying to get a hold of me. And I finally forgiven him. Found out that he was dying of cancer. And I finally forgive him. So, you know, I tried to contact him. And by the time I got back a hold of him, the cancer was so bad that I don't even know if he understands that I forgave him. Finally, actually forgave him. Which he thought I forgave him a long time ago for what happened when I was young. But I finally forgave him. But when I called him, the cancer was so bad, he didn't even have the ability to recognize and understand what I was saying to him. Regret comes in many different shapes and forms. You need to forgive sooner. Never forget the things that have happened in your past. We all make mistakes. Don't beat yourself up for it. I really do wish that I would have forgave him sooner and let him meet the kids, because when he passed away, another regret came and I learned a valuable lesson. His life insurance, he took me off his will and everything. Being left in his will would have probably given me at least $100,000. Shit, that would have got me a good start on life. I've never had that kind of boost in life. Most of us don't get that boost in life. But all of us have pains, fears, and regrets. That's today's sermon. I love y'all.
This is the name of my YouTube channel. If you would like to donate to the cause, please donate through the YouTube donations.